Howdy. Welcome aboard. My name is CC Umiuta, and today we are just gonna chat a little bit because I wanted to talk to you all. I was planning on doing this just chatting stream after the Metroid Dread series, but I didn't want to leave it to the I didn't want to do it next week. I wanted to do one this week before the weekend came. So I decided, hey, let's just do it this week because I don't know how much more of that game is left. Feel like there's still like a good amount. So here we are. Got a couple of announcements, I guess, that I've already talked about, but I wanted to go into more detail. And besides that, just yeah, I just want to talk. I'm a little bit bigger today, right? I'm a little bit, I don't know. I just like, I feel like I wanted to show off my, my hair and eyes a little more today. So I'm a little bit bigger than normal. So what's been going on with you, Sorba? I think you're one of the only ones here. So what's happening with you? How you doing? Oh, Asian husband's here too. Hey, howdy, howdy. You still playing a lot of what's that game called? Pokemon Unite. Are there new characters for that? I still haven't tried it out. Unfortunately, yes. Oh. Sylveon is new? Is Sylveon a support? I know you like those support mons. I did watch the nope. Oh. I did watch the Nintendo Direct, the Pokemon Direct, that they were talking about the Arceus game. Oh god, I'm so excited for that. Did I pre-order it yet? I don't think I pre-ordered it yet, but you know, couldn't be further from. I'm gonna be skipping the Diamond Pearl remake. That game looks bad. Are people okay? So I heard like people were complaining about the look of Arceus, like the Arceus game. I think it looks fine. I think it's very like it's stylized that way to be very like watercolor, water brush strokes and stuff like that. It has like a grain to it, like what's that one Okami, right? That game. It reminds me of that. Maybe not as like maybe not as over the top as that, like not as over the top is not the best descriptor, as committed as that one, but I think it looks fine. I think it looks great. It looks a lot of fun though. Oh my gosh, being able to like fight Pokemon as a person, sick. Hits like a dump truck and she has virtually no cooldowns. That sounds like a cool character. That sounds like normal Sylveon in like competitive Pokemon or just regular Pokemon. You know, just spam hyper voice, no problem. So obviously I've only been playing Metroid Dread. Been having a lot of fun with it. I wanted to do more of it today, but I thought about like maybe I could do like half Metroid, half just chatting. Let's just do just chatting, whatever. I was a little late. I've been late, like, to these setting up to these streams. I've been eating dinner, or not eating, but like, well, yeah, I guess eating, but prepping dinner a little bit late. I ate dinner right before this, so I get back from work, prep dinner, or rest a little bit. But I've been taking too long for my rest, and doing prepping dinner, starting to prep dinner too late, and so I have to rush to get this set up, and so So I didn't plan out whether the like logistics of like a half and half. And I feel like if I did a half and half, I would just end up playing the game and not switching over. Because it's pretty fun. I thought about doing a speed run for it. Just because I think the speed run for that game would probably be really sick. Oh gosh, I just touched something gross under my chair, under my desk. But I'm like really bad when it comes to directions, so I wouldn't know the route really well. That would be a big problem, I think. If you dedicate enough time to it, you can do it. Yeah, no, it's true. That's the thing though, like I don't want to do it for like the glory of speedrunning. I want to do it for fun because like just moving through the world is a lot of fun. I'm not actually like super into like speedrunning games. Although I did speedrun Terraria for a little bit. Not really, I wasn't really dedicated to it. I was just really interested in the tricks, the speedrun tactics and stuff. They were fun to execute, but that game has a lot of random chance elements that made it a little bit frustrating. And then when they fix those, they also patch over the glitches that made the speedrun interesting. So now the speedrun's like, it's not that interesting now. It's kind of long. You try like a journey mode speedrun, that'd be interesting. I still haven't like finished journey mode. I don't know, just something about it, like just don't feel like going through journey mode. Speaking of Terraria though, I do plan on doing like, I really want to try master mode. Like, what got me to thinking about this? I think the fact that I was playing so many MMOs and like spending a lot of time on like a singular game, doing some relatively monotonous tasks and stuff, got me thinking like, hey, there's this goal. Like I've always wanted to try to do master mode on Terraria. That's like the ultimate, you know, the ultimate test of your Terraria prowess, right? And so I thought like, if I tried hard enough and like really prepped every encounter and like and not be lazy and stuff like that, and just do like a really sweaty, like long Terraria playthrough, maybe I could go through master mode, and that'd be really cool. I'm a little like impatient when it comes to games, I guess, or just things in general. Just don't be lazy never works. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about like that exact thing where the mentality of just don't be lazy breaks apart and I get frustrated and, you know, start trying to cut corners, but when I try to cut corners, it makes it even worse because I screw up more stuff, I die more often, waste even more time. That type of thing. Early Terraria is really brutal with the lack of mobility. Like moving around is super annoying. And just how slow everything is. Like that's the issue, right? Where it's like, like I want to clear out this this patch of dirt or this area of sand or something, right? But I don't want to do it with this pickaxe. I know I'll get a better pickaxe soon. Or later, not soon, just later. I know I'll get a better pickaxe later. So I'm just gonna wait until then, but then, you know, you never get it because you needed to clear that out to have a nice area to fight the dude, all that stuff, you know. FBI open up. As hard as my friends tried, I couldn't get into Terraria. Just was, yeah. It's one of those games that I've really noticed that like you either are really into it or are not. You know, like the 10,000 very positive reviews are all the people who stuck with the game, but it's easy to get turned away like right in the beginning. What we chatting about? Currently we're talking about Terraria and how I want to do a master mode series. We talked a little bit about what's it called? Pokemon. Never played it? Yeah, so that's probably gonna come up sometime. My son was playing it, I think. Ah, okay. So the big thing that's coming up though for the channel is I'm about to like I've been preparing for a like pretty long and pretty committed MapleStory series, you know. I've been waiting for the new like update with the event, like character creation event, where it's like if you create a new character, you get a ton of bonuses. Yeah, so I've been waiting for that event. I've been prepping kind of. Basically, like I've on MapleStory currently, I do like money quests every day. So Ursus and Maple Tour, those just earn you money, not really much anything else. And I've been doing the weekly bosses to sell the condensed power crystals or intense power crystals for I forget what it's called, for money. So I'm just trying to collect a bunch of money so that when the new character comes out, I'll have funding for it. But yes, I do plan on doing a really serious MapleStory playthrough where I try to go pretty deep into it. I know we like started the Kaiser one, but due to like some changes that the game had, I decided, hey, you know what? Instead of spending resources doing this character when I'm just gonna swap over to another, let's just save all of our resources and then swap over when the time comes. Hey, Lef, how you doing? Hey bro, what's up? How are you? It's been a while since I was here. Yeah, it has. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? As much as I like to play more MapleStory, I can't progress as fast as I would like as a new player. It's true. I do like, I am kind of like formulating this series as kind of a starting over series, but realistically, I have a lot of advantages new players don't that will make a huge difference. Like the money that I'm prepping right now is gonna be huge. The Legion is like ridiculous. The Link skills, oh my lord. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Although in terms of like Legion leveling and all that, there's events going on right now that will help kind of. It's a little scuffed. The game's always scuffed, but yeah. Not so bad. Just the university is giving me a lot of work, but I'm surviving. University, yup. University is yeah, that's tough. Being a new player and trying to progress is so slow. Yeah, it really is. Especially, okay, what you really need like to supercharge your progression is like someone carrying you for the early parts, like until you can be self-sustaining, and then it's like the, would you call it trickle down effect? Basically, the rich get richer, and the people who've been playing the longest, you know, have the like much easier time to just snowball out of control with new characters and whatnot. But that's also not fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could argue that for sure. Getting carried is almost never fun. I agree with a lot of that. That's why I do most of my MapleStory stuff as like kind of like Iron Man challenges. I don't know if that's the official term, but like where I try to do a lot of stuff on my own. There are some like extra tedious stuff that it's like, oh, like a lot of stuff is like locked behind like certain boss kills and stuff like that, and it's like maybe get the gear for that boss to kill that boss with that gear, stuff like that. It makes it a lot easier and a lot less painful, but because there's definitely a point. So the thing with that game is there's definitely a point where like you're dumping all your gear really fast early on, and there's a definitive point where it's like, okay, now I can slow down and start upgrading everything, right? And to get to that point, you have to do a lot of stuff, and sometimes you don't want to upgrade the weaker stuff to get to that point, to get that gear. Yeah. So I can understand it. I do it sometimes, but for this character, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna do it legit. You can see the process. But yeah, university, man, I don't miss university. I don't miss school just in general. School sucked. Although, coming from me, I don't know. It's different per person. I was definitely one of those students that like, I wasn't a bad student per se, but I just didn't enjoy school. So school didn't have a lot to offer me. Yeah. I didn't like the way that I was learning there. Like, and I suffered during exams and stuff like that. There were certain classes that were fun, especially in university. In high school, middle school, it was less so. But the lower it is, the less important, right? Like middle school is not as important as high school, which is not as important as university. Important as in like the lessons you learn there, what you gain. But yeah, like that's I wasn't a good student in the fact that I didn't feel like school was for me, and I felt very weird about it. Also, like in high school and less so in college, but definitely in high school, maybe also in college. Maybe I just didn't bother with it, but like trying to find your like clique and identity and your friends and stuff and your friend groups or whatever, like that was also super like difficult for me. I didn't have very many friends in high school. Pretty much none of them have carried over till now. So yeah, it was, the social aspect of high school was also really stressful for me, being left out of a lot of things and just not understanding what's been happening. Because I don't go on social media. I don't really like using social media. That's why my Twitter is so sparse. Anyways, honestly, the part that just gets really annoying is from all my MPs skill, then not at a time doing nothing, chugging potions. Oh, really? That's actually, the MP usage stuff is actually not supposed to be a huge issue. There is a certain, like they took out the what's it called? New Leaf City ginger ale cellar, but there is another ginger ale cellar. That's a very good place to get potions. They do percentage healing of MP and HP at the same time, so you only need the one potion. It's like 60% of your total MP HP. So typically potioning, you only need to hit the button once, and it's just whenever you run out. or get low. So that's usually not a big issue. And also a lot of classes, I know you like Blaster because it's more involved, but a lot of other classes don't even use MP sometimes. So really skill usage should not be like a limiting factor. Yeah, anyways, I was a smart student who teachers found annoying because I was a slacker that still passed all with honors. Is that annoying? I think if I was a teacher, I wouldn't care. Speaking of which, I've always wanted to be a teacher. Actually, before I started streaming, that's what I was working toward. Maybe I'll still try to be a teacher. I still do want to be a teacher. When I was teaching, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I don't mind teaching and streaming at the same time. I think that'll be pretty fulfilling as opposed to what I'm doing currently. Because I don't know if full-time streaming will essentially take off or take off anytime soon. So maybe I should start working on that again. But as a smart student who slacked off but still passed, like, I don't think that's I would not find that as a problem, you know. But also, like, the thing is, the way I teach is it's not like really exam based, and it's not really like how would you say it? Like, I teach in a way where it's like you get as much as you put into it, right? Like, that's why I only ever taught game design, which is like an elective, right? Not a core subject. So you don't really have to take that class, and you really don't have to learn anything from it. But if you're interested in learning from it, the amount of effort you put into it is what you get back. And I feel like that's a good way to teach, because, you know, it generates interest based on the person, and based on, like, it generates interest, like, more organically. Same here. I'm not a bad student, but I really want to do other things, or I just prefer to do, or learn other things in general. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I wondered if, like, I was opposed to learning, or if I had like a learning disability or something, but it wasn't that, because when I studied certain, like, random shit that I found interesting online, I, like, absorbed that super quickly, and I was, like, super into it, and I would, like, really deep dive and study really hard into those things. So it really wasn't like a fact of not wanting to learn, but it was really just like the school system itself was not something I did or I enjoyed. As someone who is still in high school, it really isn't that bad just yet. I think you're referring to the maybe the social stuff that I was talking about, but yeah. So, but I guarantee you haven't taught youth really need to know like how to actually think critically. Definitely not. All we do is memorize stuff and spit it back out. You don't. My mother's a teacher. Yeah, I hear that a lot, that like teaching is not a good career path. I would agree to if I had to teach like something where I couldn't write my own lesson plans, like math or English or some shit like that. I would never teach like a general knowledge class. I would definitely do an elective thing. It would be video game design for sure, because that's what I studied, and that's what I'm familiar with, and what I feel like I can teach really well. Teaching seems so incredibly stressful. Dealing with bad kids is just the worst. Yeah, that's true. She says teaching says students today are completely horrible. Besides, the teachers union dictates what you and how to teach. They've gone batshit crazy. Yeah. that really has happened. I'm not gonna point fingers at like when that happened or who caused that, but yes, it's nuts now, like how the school system is. It's like they're in an attempt to like make it less like memorize and regurgitate. They've made it like more dumb. I don't know. Like, the shit is even more useless than ever. Oh, God. At least with, like, memorizing and regurgitating, you gain general knowledge. But, like, with the way they're doing it now, ugh, horrible. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I would definitely want to teach in a way that's, like, not regulated by whatever teachers union garbage. I think video game design is like niche enough and new enough where they hasn't been super regulated. So I think I can negotiate something like that, but also, you know, negotiating anything is like more space for not getting the job type of thing. Maybe I'll just like open up. I taught like, so originally where I taught at an after school program over winter break. Yeah. So it was definitely like they elected to come in. Well, it's an after school or a winter school or whatever in a very Asian community. So a lot of the parents probably forced the kids to do it. They weren't crazy motivated, but some of them were good kids. Overall, it wasn't a bad group. Not too excited, but it's fine. I did enjoy that time though. It was fun writing lessons and presenting stuff. I feel like I wanted to do more of it because I feel like that first attempt was not the best work I could have done. I think I could have done better for sure, and like knowing what like I know now, like how to make corrections to it, like that sounds exciting. But then I got this job and I haven't had a chance to redo it. Maybe I'll reach out again to see if I can, I don't know, take a break and teach again at the same place. It was also online, which like sucked because online school sucks. Like honestly, ugh, no good. It really isn't. Stay safe, guys. I don't know if your schools are reopened. They probably are at this point. But yeah, stay safe for sure. Let's see. School is super dumbed down compared to 20 years ago and beyond. I think just in general, like American school system is like, I don't know. It's a little disappointing. A lot of systems are disappointing. That's all I can speak for because I've only ever lived in America. Although my what's it called? My high school that I went to had a really good calculus program. Like, it was a really good calculus program. Pretty much everyone who took calculus and didn't like, you know, just straight up fail out of it, went to take the AP exam and pretty much passed. We had mostly 5s, some 4s, and very, very rarely we had 3s. But yeah, we mostly swept across the board with 5s on the calculus, the AP calculus exams from our calculus program. So pretty good. It was pretty good. Our program was pretty good. Outside of that, it's like it's a lot of like per teacher basis too. Like some teachers, you just like they just feels like you learn from them, and then some it just feels like you don't. My mom thinks that Common Core is a bitch and we aren't learning important things fast enough. And even still, I'm currently in the accelerated courses. Common Core is awful. I know a lot of teachers that hate Common Core teaching. That's what, yeah, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, Common Core is like right, like, isn't the Common Core whole thing is like, they wanted less memorization, like root memorization, and just and wanted the like more problem solving, but they don't like, but when formulating how to do this, like they don't actually know what problem solving is. It's very ironic that like Common Core is supposed to be a problem solving solution for a problem, but they didn't solve it, right? And so how can How can the people who couldn't solve their own problem teach problem solving? Ugh. Anyways. The only problem solving you actually do is applying math concepts to problems. Right. It's like a backwards way, not backwards, but just a dumb way to teach like things. Like they try to make everything applicable, like in word problems or some shit, but like the word problems, it's not even like, just because you make it into a word problem or a story or some shit like that doesn't mean it's actually relevant, you know? Like, no one fucking like looks at a like, oh, I want to set up a patch of grass in my backyard. Let me do some fucking math and shit to like measure it out. It's to buy the right sod. No, you fucking get someone to actually measure it. There's tools for that. Oh God, it's unbelievable. This could also just be me, but English class is just garbage. Yeah, English has always been kind of a weird subject for me in general, because it's like what are we learning, right? Like grammar's fucked, right? Spelling, you know, people don't teach spelling. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to read, right? Clearly was not taught English, like in the mechanical level, on a mechanical level. Okay, what now? Literature? Okay, but that's so subjective to the reader. What the fuck are we teaching here? Right? Reading comprehension? I guess that's kind of important to understand what you're reading so you can absorb information. But I don't feel like that was ever taught. That was just tested. You know? No one ever like sat you down with a paragraph and was like, read this and like, this is how you get meaning out of this. No, it was more like, read this, tell me what the meaning is type of thing. Or tell me the answer to this question, right? At that point, like, it would boil down to like, scanning to find like keywords to like fill the answer in with or something like that. And that was always risky and stuff. We're just learning how to give depth and meaning to our essay. Whatever the fuck that means. Depth and meaning. Depth as in like, you can, okay, let's see. Meaning as in like conveying the proper meaning. So the idea that you want to convey is given, and depth is that idea has a lot to say for it. You can understand it in a more complete sense. At least that's what I would say is proper depth and meaning. But whatever you're doing, I don't know. Who knows? I taught myself how to write, and I'm not very good at it because, you know, again, I taught myself how to write. But yeah. Basically how I taught myself how to write is I would listen to lectures, like philosophical lectures or psychology lectures from people who are really smart, like TED Talks. Maybe not TED Talks. TED Talks are too pretentious, I guess. But yeah, those type of like lectures, something that you're interested in, and then they would have a cadence to how they spoke, and then like it would be like, okay, they use this word because this describes this best, and so I kind of formulated my writing based on that. In defense of English, there are people that really need to learn it. You're looking at one. You're watching a guy who really needs to learn their English. The problem I have with English is that every English teacher I've come across seems to think that every word on a page has more meaning than at face value. Yeah. Yeah. No. I think that's yeah, that's too much. If it's like a poem, perhaps. Not even that. No, it really isn't. It really isn't. Like, the author had a message that they wanted to get across, and the way they chose those words to get that message across, right? It will have like a meaning, right? And it will have a meaning to you, and it will have a meaning to them. But also, you know, very clever authors will, you know, have almost like a double meaning, like a double entendre type of thing. I don't know if I used that correct, but like correctly, or like multiple meanings, like an interpretive, like fluid meaning. And in that case, it's like pretty obvious, or not obvious, but it's like you can kind of try to figure it out. They want to make sure that the multiple meanings are known. Just look at rap. Pretty easy. What philosophers and or philosophies do you like? I don't want to say, just cause some of them are a little bit controversial. They skew a little like right. Like right wing. I don't like using that because I don't believe in the right and leftist policies, but they skew that way, traditionally, like acceptedly. So I don't really want to say, but some of the Greek stuff that I like is like what is it? Like minimalism, and then stuff to do with like how would you describe it? Shit. I can't really think of it off the top of my head. A lot to do with like how to maximize happiness and minimize suffering. There's a lot of like biblical like breakdowns of stuff. Basically, I like the ark or flood. No, not ark. Flood story motif and the breakdowns of that across different pieces of literature. I think that's really cool. Stuff about existence, obviously, like existential stuff. Those things are always fun. It's like to kind of map how these people thought of their place in the world, and then how you either agree or disagree, and then creating your own idea of where you belong in the world. I think that's fun. I don't let it get to my head too much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. Happiness is a stupid goal? I don't think happiness is a stupid goal. I think happiness is a very admirable goal. I think without happiness as a goal, all other goals feel like they're rendered without meaning, right? Like, I think in general life you should maximize happiness, minimize suffering, and in order to do that, like, you help others, right? And for example, right, it's like if you say that like you should look toward goals that have utility, right? For example, the goal of making a lot of money, right? Why have that, right? Like, what utility does money bring that, like, that makes it worthwhile, right? It offers you you know, the necessary resources to survive, like food, shelter, and all that stuff. It also provides entertainment, right? Why do we need to live, right? Well, that's a whole thing in itself, right? And then why do we need entertainment? You could boil it all down to like, it makes us happy, right? And so that's why I think, you know, happiness as a goal is a worthwhile goal. I think if you pull everything back in the end, like everyone wants to be happy at one point or another, to any degree. My concept of philosophy in general since childhood has always been really old people saying weird shit and jerking off their egos. Let me think. I think yes. Okay. So I probably thought the same thing when I was younger as well. Although you when you actually read, especially the Greeks, like a lot of them were kind of bitter and like sad. I don't know. That's how they like came off to me. It didn't feel so much as like jerking off their ego, more as like what a lot of them felt very nihilistic. Oh yeah, that's another thing, nihilism. What's his name? God, what's that super famous philosopher that like every modern guy who talks about philosophy loves to reference? Gosh, what's his name? The guy with the glasses, those really circular glasses. Shit, I can't think of him right now. Anyways. No, not those guys. He's like the super famous one that everyone talks about. Gosh, what is this? This is gonna bother me. One of you will figure it out. Anyways, I trust you guys. But yeah, philosophy is not for everyone. I just find it interesting. You don't need to. I don't think you need it at all. Like, personally, if I were to choose between like what's more healthy, philosophy or religion, I'd recommend religion. I think religion is easier to digest and provides a clearer goal for people, like much without like existential dread, much easier. I actually recommend religion to as something. I particularly am not super religious, but I think religion is a very good thing. The philosophy of religion can get very messy. It can. Pleasure is the only intrinsic good and pain is the only intrinsic evil. Yeah, something along those lines. I don't think like pleasure and pain, I don't like those words. I do subscribe to something similar, but it's not, it's more like I said, I've used a lot. It's like happiness and suffering. Philosophy is real. Existential dread can spawn from religion, like going hell for being bad. That's not, I wouldn't say that's existential dread. That's just like fear of the dead, fear of the afterlife and stuff like that. I feel like existential dread is more of like a fear that your place in the universe is like so abstract. At least that's the thing with religion. Like, even with like something as threatening as going to hell after death, it's like, you know, there's a destination. There's something you can always look forward to, or either being positively or negatively. As a Buddhist, I can tell you that the Buddhist philosophy is very nihilistic. For philosophy, I follow the ideas of and the word of God. Life is suffering by definition, so happiness is fleeting. So I strive toward wisdom, virtue, and life fulfillment. Okay. Strive for wisdom, virtue, and life. Life is suffering by definition, so happiness is fleeting. So I strive toward wisdom, virtue, and life fulfillment. Wisdom, virtue, and life fulfillment. Okay. One of the main tenets of Buddhism is about the illusionary world and not having concrete self or existence. Honestly, guys, I did not expect to go into like this philosophy trip with you. This is fun. I like this, but honestly, did not expect it. I like that a little bit. I would alter it. I would alter it slightly. The strive toward wisdom, virtue, and life fulfillment. Basically, with those, it's like the result of having wisdom, virtue, and life fulfillment must like amount to something, right? Having wisdom for the sake of wisdom, virtue for the sake of virtue, that seems vapid, and life fulfillment is very open-ended as well. But I like that. I like that. Wisdom, virtue, and life fulfillment are very good things to strive for sure. Say my views are pretty nihilistic, although I'm not nearly informed enough to actually know. Yeah, no, it's fine. Enjoy your life. Honestly, you're young. I'd say everyone is like, here's the thing, like, you know, the idea of like ignorance is bliss. Like, it really kind of is. I do think that is pretty accurate. So if you don't want to like know all of these things, if you don't have an interest in it, or you don't have a drive to pursue like deeper meaning in a lot of things, like, don't. It's fine. Like, you don't have to. You can live a perfectly fulfilled life without it. I like to think about these things, but with the caveat of like, I understand that my life is very simple. I have very simple needs and desires. As long as I can, you know, live like comfortably, without the fear of like poverty, death, and stuff like that, and then stream, I'm happy as a clam, you know? I think closing your eyes to the reality of life around you is acceptable, but also that there is a sort of fulfillment that comes from pursuing things that might choose to call truth. Yes, absolutely. 100%. I think that is absolutely like that's the whole reason why you would do something like that. But I think like to that end, you don't have to. And you can alter what your truth is, you know? If your truth and your reality is very small, and you could be satisfied with that and fulfilled with that, I think that's honestly easy and nice. I like that. Oh, by the way, Silo, I don't know if you heard the announcement about like the sweaty Maple Story stream that we're starting soon. I was talking about this a little earlier. How that's probably the next big project and it's going to be running for quite a while. The format of it, before we get like too crazy on all of this, I am having fun, but before we get too crazy on all of it, I will let me explain kind of the format of future streams. So we're going to be finishing Metroid Dread, right? That's definitely on the to-do list. Monday, when Sora comes out, we're gonna be testing Sora out a little bit. Offline, we're not gonna do online stuff. We're just gonna be fighting bots, just to like get a feel for it. I don't know if I'll play a lot of Smash after that, but I really wanted to try Sora out. And then depending on the timing, we'll either start like fill the time with another project, but around mid-November, that's when Maple Live is gonna go live. And that is when the Terra Burning event is coming out, and that's when the start of the Maple Story streaming will start. For the most part, there's gonna be a lot of like for the progression portions. For the progression portions, I'll probably be doing like what I did with previous Maple Story streams, where I talk about like what I'm doing, like what my plans are, like what my goals are and stuff like that, and how I'm trying to progress. But there's gonna be a lot more like grinding streams where it's just training, not a lot is happening, and I definitely want to reserve those for like a just chatting format. Not a lot is going to be happening on screen, so I do want to just talk about random topics like this. Like if you bring up philosophy back then or during then, that'd be fantastic. Just like figure out how to do that. And so I expect a lot of this Maple streams to revolve around chatting, because I found that I really like talking with you guys, and I feel like a lot of games I don't get to talk to you guys enough. Yeah. Because I'm focused on the game, and like games that I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to learn games that I'm trying to beat. Not enough time is like given to just like talking about random stuff. So yes, that's kind of the idea behind this. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. So yeah, look forward to that. That's mid-November when the event drops. Until then, things will kind of, I don't have too much planned. We'll see, like, we'll fit some stuff in. We'll do some random stuff, but yeah. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? That was the most important thing. Oh, right. So alongside that, right? I guess the I mentioned this before. The Kaiser's dead. The Kaiser project's dead. I didn't want to like. I didn't want to use resources on it. I wanted to save all the resources for the new character. So that's dead. Pretty much, yeah. Sorry if you were looking forward to that. It's a little unfortunate, but I think overall it will make for a better future Maple stream when the live update comes out. Final Fantasy 14. That's another big one. Currently, I am going to be putting that series on an undetermined indefinite amount of time, or an undetermined indefinite hiatus. Pretty much what I'm saying is I'm pretty much quitting that game. So I don't think there's gonna be any more streams than it. Maybe in the future I'll hop back onto it. I know Endwalker is like right around the corner, but really I don't know, like after taking that short break, I kind of realized that like I wasn't enjoying my streams as much as it was. Like early Final Fantasy, that was a lot of fun, sure, but I kind of got, I wouldn't say burnt out of it, but it's like the game never captured me enough where I wanted to make that my main thing. And so yeah, I think I'm just gonna put that on hold for now for a long time. So that's not to say that I will never play it again. I did enjoy, like I said, I did enjoy it. It's just like there's too many things about that game that when I think about it, I just don't feel like playing. And so yeah, that's gonna be on hold forever. So those are the two big important announcements, like fundamental changes to the streams. I talked about wanting to do a master mode Terraria. I don't know how that's gonna fit in. I do want to do more collab stuff. I haven't done a collab in a long time. I miss collabing with people. I have a long overdue collab with Harmony to finish off Battle Blocks. I have a somewhat overdue collab with the Yokai crew because we were gonna play some more party games. And then and just whoever I meet in the future and stuff. There's also that collab with Ham and Jaju a while ago in Terraria that kind of just fizzled out. But maybe we'll start that up. And yeah. So that's what you have to look forward to. Anime, you ask. I have not been watching any anime from this season. Once Maid Dragon finished, I pretty much have not watched anime since. I haven't even finished My Hero from like the ending, the last couple episodes of that season. I haven't even caught up to that. What's this season that's like exciting? There's Demon Slayer 2 and there's Komi-san Can't Communicate, which I'm kind of excited for both. Less so Komi-san, and Demon Slayer is I don't know. I can wait, really. I think I might just wait for a Netflix release on that. I still haven't even watched Star Wars Visions, man. Like, I've been wanting to watch that for so long, and I just haven't. I just haven't had the time. So, yeah, and it's like 9 episodes. I really want to just knock that out real quick, but haven't had the time to do that. So yeah, anime. Gosh, I do want to watch more anime. I barely consume entertainment outside of streams now. It's not like super common for me. You know, time is limited and everything. There's a lot of Hololive stuff that I want to watch. So many collabs, so much like Minecraft shenanigans with like the JP and EN servers merging that I haven't gotten to watch. I'm not caught up with the TTRPG. I think I'm 2 episodes behind on that. Jesus, oh my god. I will say, Gura and Shion are like the cutest couple ever. I think they're hilarious together. Anyways. Yeah, Gen 2, I know I mentioned that like right in the beginning that I wasn't feeling them a lot. They're growing on me a lot, particularly Mume and Crony, I think. I think they have very good chemistry with other people. Like when they're with other people, their chemistry is really cool. Alone, I don't know. The amorphousness and the blend of like between generations and stuff, the Gen 1, Gen 2 stuff. It's really nice. It feels really nice. I believe this season includes 86 season 2. Komi-san. Finest Assassin. Jesus, I don't know a lot of these. 86 season 2. That should be cool, right? Excited about that one? To no one's surprise, I have not yet watched 86. Yeah. I did mention, was it yesterday that like someone reminded me to talk about Pokemon cards or whatever? Fucking Pokemon cards, man. Like, this would have went really well with Pokemon conversation from like a while ago. But Pokemon cards are messed up, man. Like, what happened? What happened that they just like, everyone is buying Pokemon cards? I hate to be that guy that's like, oh, I did this before it was cool. But I collected Pokemon cards before it was cool. All right? Before it was like a stream category. I collected Pokemon cards. I collected Pokemon cards during, when did I start? I started during, Ultra Prism, right? I started during Ultra Prism. Because I wanted full art Cynthia. That's the reason why I started. That's the freaking reason why I started collecting Pokemon cards. Is because I wanted the full art Cynthia card from Ultra Prism. And so started doing it. My friend introduced me. They've been collecting Pokemon cards forever. I was like, okay, that sounds like fun. Tried to get full art Cynthia, never got it. Went on to the next, like, Celestial Storm, I think. Got some stuff there. It was fun. Then this one pack came out. It's like Dragon something. Dragon Ascent or something like that. That was supposed to be like a stacked fucking pack, you know, set list. And I got screwed. I had no pulls. They were like, it was supposed to guarantee pulls. Like that's the thing that was special about this pack. It was more expensive. Like these packs were more expensive, but they guaranteed pulls. Didn't get any pulls, even with the guarantee. I got screwed. Like I legitimately, I got freaking screwed. Like I got like the rarest negative possibility ever. And I was so mad. I was like, it's over. I'm not doing this anymore. Fuck Pokemon cards. So I stopped collecting it completely. It was a really short period, only maybe like 3 or 4 expansions or something like that. Quit it completely. And then all of a sudden freaking Pokemon card collecting blew up. It's just like, everyone's doing it now. The freaking McDonald's fiasco, Jesus, right? I didn't even do that. Well, I was on a diet back, or I started my diet then, so yeah. Didn't do the McDonald's thing. And now they have the 25th anniversary Pokemon cards, which is hella expensive. Because it's another one that guarantees pulls too. They're also adding texture to cards. Like, that wasn't a thing before. Oh, it kind of was. But more so now. And, yo, it's just wild now. People are, like, the freaking people brawling outside of Walmart for Pokemon cards and stuff like that. And, like, I was talking to a friend, my friend who introduced me to Pokemon card collecting. I was talking with them, and they were saying how, like, it's kind of sad that like kids don't get to experience this because like all the adults are buying out all the cards, and I'm like, yeah, that kind of is sad, but at the same time, like, I feel like there's been a shift where this is not a kid's thing anymore. You know, what do kids do now? They freaking go on their iPad and I don't know, watch TikToks or something. I don't know. But like, this has become such an adult thing that I feel like kids are, they're not missing out in the fact of like, oh, I want to do this, but I can't because the adults are ruining it for me. I think it's like become such an adult thing that kids don't even want to do it. Yeah. And I get like baseball card collecting was always kind of like an adult thing, but Pokemon, come on, it's Pokemon, right? I honestly, I hate this about Pokemon. I love Pokemon, by the way. Hina, thank you for the follow. Thank you. What was I saying? I love Pokemon. I've always loved Pokemon. Pokemon's awesome. I had when I was like more angsty and like thought Pokemon was like babyish. That was around Gen 5 and 6. That was different. But after that, Gen 7. Oh, I was all over Pokemon. Love Pokemon. Love Gen 7. People hated Gen 7. I love Gen 7. Love Gen 8. People hated Gen 8. I like Gen 8. It has its problems, but still like Pokemon, you know. Pokemon's Pokemon. I like Pokemon. Freaking around the time Pokemon Go comes out, everyone like pre-Pokemon Go, right? You like Pokemon? Oh, what are you, some kind of nerd? Some kind of loser baby? Whatever, right? Like, screw you. I like Pokemon because Pokemon's cool. Pokemon Go comes out, and everyone's fucking playing Pokemon. And then it's like, well, didn't you just call me a loser baby before? Why are you playing Pokemon now? Oh, you know, 'cause Pokemon's cool now. It's fuck off, you know? Same thing with Pokemon cards, right? It's like, oh, you collect Pokemon cards? What are you, like some kind of freak? Who would spend money on that shit? Now everyone's fucking collecting Pokemon cards. Ah, I hate that. I hate that, like, people are like can't think for themselves. They can't even decide what they like. Someone has to tell them what they like. Someone has to tell them what's popular for them to be like, I like that too, because this other person likes it. And so the people who like the things that they like because they like it, they get like bullied for it. And then when it becomes liked, like, what the fuck, right? Like, they put in the pain of appreciating their hobby, but they're not getting the reward of it. Unbelievable. I just find that tragic. I just find how tragic it is that, like, the fact that things get popular because people can't think for themselves, like, undermines the passions of others. That's horrible to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm like being bitter because that's like been my experience, but if you can relate, let me know. So I don't sound like a crazy person. Anyways, it's not just Pokemon, it's just anything. But that was my whole thing with Pokemon that I wanted to talk about. Pokemon cards. It reminded me of that. I was with that friend who collects Pokemon cards. We were looking for 25th anniversary packs and stuff like that. It was kind of cool because that whole thing was like, they took like one of the most popular cards from each series and like made that part of the pack or something. They reprinted it. And so it was kind of nostalgic to like look through the cards that I was familiar with and stuff like that. But at the same time, you know, I didn't care anymore. Cut that shit cold turkey. Not going back. Even if it's popular, fuck that. I don't want to do it now. Especially not now. Like back in the day, my older cousins used to collect phone cards. Phone cards. And by the time I grew up enough to save money to do it, no one around my age would be caught dead collecting phone cards anymore. What is a phone card? What is a phone card? Phone card? I looked up phone card and it's just it's just like a SIM card. That's what, so I don't think that's correct. I don't know. The cards that have stored value to make phone calls. Oh, you collected those? Interesting. Huh. Were those pretty or nice or? Huh. I mean, that's just like why? Wait, why would that be like? Why would that be like something embarrassing to collect? That just seems like an interesting item to collect, like coins or shells or something like that. That doesn't seem like no, like what you threw me off with is saying that no one around your age would be caught dead collecting those. Why not? That seems like a legit hobby, actually. That's very interesting. CC, past midnight, time for me to head to bed. Thanks for philosophizing and chatting. Thank you for coming, Asian husband. I hope you have a good night. Thank you for coming. No one uses them or they're obsolete by that time already. Yeah, I think that's what makes it so interesting to collect, you know? It's like collecting a antique. It's like people collecting old cars or something. You know, collect phone cards. That seems totally legit. People collect old stuff all the time. At least I think they do. I'm under the impression that that's a common collectible, is old things. Honestly, Silo, that sounds super cool. I'm just gonna put that out there. Local stamp series. Stamp collection, yeah. You know, I don't know how to mail a letter. I don't know what the fuck a stamp does. I don't know how to use a post office. You've never sent mail? I have sent mail, but I've always asked for help when sending mail. Why would I ever send mail? Freaking send an email or a text message, you know? I have no reason to send mail. Paper mail is so obsolete in my life, but sometimes you just have to. Like sending people postcards. I think that's great. I don't like sending people postcards. One, I don't really have people to send postcards to. Two, if I wanted to send them something from that location, I'd get them like a souvenir, not a postcard. Three, I would send a picture that I took rather than a postcard, like over Messenger or Discord or something like that. So yes, with all of that being said, it ends up not having to use the mail. And cards, just cards in general. Like, I never write letters to people. Again, don't have very many people to send letters to. Also, I just send a long text if I want to send something nice, like an endearing message to someone. send a long text. Probably wouldn't email them, but yeah. But I would draft the text out and everything. I would put effort into it. And then cards, like birthday cards and those type of cards, like cards to celebrate something, I usually hand in person. So yeah, like almost in every situation, I would never send something through the mail. Which meant I never learned how to use the mail. Like, you know the little flag on the mailbox? I don't know if you, like, everyone has them. In America, you have this little flag on the mailbox that, like, you can, like, send stuff back through your mailbox or something. Jeez. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I've never used that. I don't know how that works. Anyways, hello Miss Lurie. Hello Mika. Cost 70C to send a postcard to someone overseas. Mail system works differently here, I guess. Yep, it might work differently. I know the little flag thing is a little weird, but like just like going to a post office, I never go to post office. Like, yeah, I have like almost no reason to ever go to a post office. If I want to return something like via Amazon, I take it to a drop station, or a pickup station or whatever. Let's see. Jeez, I don't know, man. Up when you have mail, down when you don't. We drop off letters at the post box. Posters clear at, I think. Yeah, I think that's a thing too. It's just just that idea is so weird to me of like, I left this thing for someone else to collect later. Ugh. I didn't hand it to a person or like, or had like saw like it get sent out. Ooh, I don't know. It was like 150, 3 or 4 stamps. Yeah, what's up with stamps too? What the heck what's a stamp, right? Like, you need a stamp is like how far you would send it. Why? What does the stamp have anything to do with like a measure of distance or whatever? Is it just to like prove that you paid a monetary value for it? What the concept of a stamp makes no sense to me. I don't know. Like, you pay for this sticker that is supposed to have some kind of travel utility? Huh? Huh? Do you know it's illegal to mail unused stamps? Ah. It's basically a form of payment in relation to the weight of a package and or its distance. That doesn't... What? I just don't understand. Like, that could not be a more clear and concise, like, explanation of it, yet it still boggles my mind and I have no idea. Anyways. Because stamps are technically a currency of sort. I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Stamp is a currency. I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, it's like... did you buy stamps from like... Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? Okay, is it that stamps have to be like officiated? I don't know, is that a word? Like it has to have some kind of like this is a real stamp. This is not just a sticker type of thing. Right? Like this was not a stamp made by this company. This is a stamp made by whatever country's like postal service, and you can only use that, right? I think is that how stamps work? You can't just buy a stamp. Like there's no stamp companies that make stamps. It's only the postal service that makes stamps. And to that end, you can only purchase from the postal service, which means it's an exchange of currency type of thing. In that case, I'm starting to understand it a little bit more, but also that's wild. Okay. I'm starting to get it more now. Okay. Ah, it's like paying money to get chips to play a game. Okay, yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Once I wrapped my head around the fact that like stamp companies don't exist, right? If that's the case, then I understand. If there are stamp companies that like make stamps that you could just buy, then it freaking blows everything out of the water, and I have no idea. I'm confused once more. How did we get here, by the way? You can keep the chip, it just has no use value outside the place it's supposed to be used. Yeah, okay. That's definitely a good analogy. But again, how the heck did we get here? Oh, it's the phone card thing. The collecting things. Oh, okay. We were talking about Pokemon cards and collecting phone cards and collecting stamps, and now talking about what a stamp is. I'm gonna make you tweet a promise to watch 86. I will watch it. It's just when that will happen. Like for you, honestly, because I know how much you want me to watch it, I've already made it like I've already committed it into my my brain that I will watch it eventually. It might be a long eventually, and there's no guarantee I will finish it, but I will definitely try and watch it. I will definitely give it a shot. I'm supposed to steal when you get it. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, you can make me tweet whatever. I'm not those tweets, those redeemed tweets, you know I'm not what's it called? I don't commit to those tweets. Like, I don't mean the things I say on redeemed tweets. Didn't someone like make me redeem a tweet that said I'd play like I'd stream Genshin or something? I don't know. Not happening. Not streaming Genshin. Oh, I think it was Final Fantasy 14 actually, and I ended up playing that, so. I have a few Elvis stamps from the downtown office, for instance. Elvis is cool. Love Elvis. He's done one of my favorite songs. Actually, here's the thing. Okay, we're switching topics. Song artists, okay? Like, if you really like a certain song from an artist, but you don't really like their other songs, right? But you really like that, excuse me, that one song. Would you be a fan of that artist or nah? Like, obviously you would be a fan of that song, but like at that point, would you also be one of their fans? Because I was just talking about like this whole Elvis thing, right? I'm not like crazy about most of his songs actually, but I Can't Help Falling in Love is like one of my favorite songs ever. It's my favorite love song. Does that make me an Elvis fan? I don't know. I don't dislike his other songs. I am not particularly in love with them. Live a few minutes from Graceland, and no, barely anyone that lives here has been there. Graceland? I don't know what that is. Because like for me, like there are a couple artists that I like and I just listen to all their stuff, but more so there are songs that I like and I look up the artist, and if nothing sticks, you know, I just like the song, and that's the end of that. I think that's actually a cover of an older French song. Really? Oh, that'd be cool to like hear the original, if there is an original. I like his rendition though. I know a lot of people like the that one Crazy Rich Asian rendition. I like it too, but I do like the original, or not the according to Silo, not the original, the Elvis version. Is that a cover of a French song? That's crazy. That'd be awesome to find out. I feel that struggle. I had a chance to see Miyavi in concert, but I only really liked one song. Decided not to see them. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, oh man, this is the band that sang this song that I really like. They're doing a concert. I don't know their set list. Do I want to go to that concert? All right. Ooh. I'm gonna look this song up. Probably listen to it. Anyone want to have an 86 watch party on CC's Discord? You know, that would be a very, very good way to get me to watch it. That would actually be a very good way to get people, or to get me to watch it. And I would absolutely be down for something like that. Make the Discord live. I'm off work all next week. Well, I won't do it next week then. You've definitely got to be in there. You know, if you... Nah, never mind. Felt that City Music Festival happens every May, but I only go if like at least 25% of people. If I like at least 25% of the people there. Yeah, that was kind of what happened with like Anime Expo, when they had the Annie song stuff. You know, Although I would go for like, I would be that guy who would go for those two artists that I really like, you know, and then just to learn about the rest of them. Hey Jewel, how are you doing? Thanks for coming. Oh God, when is Lisa gonna come to America? Has she done any songs for? She did Demon Slayer. But it was COVID time. Imagine if she came and did a concert in the like what is it? The Honda Stadium. Wait, what's that theater? Honda Theater? No, not Honda Theater. Nokia Theater? Whatever theaters that's like in LA. Imagine she sang the freaking Demon Slayer songs. Is it Honda Center? I don't know. Honda Center's the ice rink, isn't it? Microsoft Theater. Microsoft Theater. Yes, that one. Man, she did a concert there. Oh, I would freaking lose my mind. I freaking love Lisa. Feeling broken and a failure, but breathing. Oh, what's wrong? Why you feel like a failure? Broken, I can understand. Broken is easy to feel, but failure, you shouldn't feel like that. Depends on what you did. I got cons for cosplay and panels. I go to cons for cosplay and panels, so if panels are boring and I have no cosplay ready, I don't go. That's fair. I do it for the atmosphere, I guess. Just being around like such fanaticism, I don't know, kind of gives me energy. Oh, excuse me. I miss Anime Expo though. Also to like potentially meet people that I look up to and stuff like that. I've only never missed the big local con. I'm basically family with half the staff. I regret not seeing Flo in January 2020. Flo. I don't know what that is. I just never go to concerts or big events. Not good with crowds. Code Geass opening. Code Geass opening. Okay. Or Naruto opening anything. So Flow the band. Okay, I see. You know, like I wondered this, okay? Like once like stuff gets open, like concerts and stuff gets open, would I buy tickets to go see a freaking Hololive concert? Like, am I that person? Am I at that point yet where I would go watch a virtual concert? I think I am. I think I would go watch a Hololive concert, like live. Would I watch a Vocaloid concert live? Probably. So why not a Hololive concert? I don't know. Would I? I think I would. You know what? I think I would. I thought about this. This is the things I think about. Is that weird? Is that weird to go watch a is it weird? Is it like acceptable to go pay money to watch a virtual concert, like a hologram concert? People go to raves, right? That's like mostly just a light show. You don't really look at anything else. And holograms are pretty much light shows that have shape, you know? Maybe, is there a stigma against it? If there still is, I think my argument just right there should break the stigma. Like raves and light shows are are holograms are just raves and light shows that have been given physical form or human form. There you have it. Put that on put that on Reddit as like a shower thought or whatever. You're free to take that. I go to unofficial Vocaloid concerts. Whoa, what's an unofficial Vocaloid concert? I've only ever been to BlizzCon and Gen Con. I don't know what Gen Con is. BlizzCon. Ooh, BlizzCon. Ooh. Man, ever since like Blizzard's been doing their shit, I don't know, BlizzCon doesn't seem as exciting anymore. There's a MapleStory con like online that I'm probably gonna be a part of. Maybe I'll do a stream of me. No, I don't know. Those MapleStory con is fucking boring as hell. I don't think I could stream that. I would want to be doing something on the side as I watch it. Those things are boring as hell. Anyways, anime has luckily gotten so popular that it should be more acceptable than before. At this point, Blizzard is no longer gonna exist. They're eating themselves alive. Yeah, they really are. I don't even know if they're eating themselves alive. They're just like, they're like cutting themselves up into edible bits and then throwing those bits in the garbage. I think the main difference is just that no one tries to anthropomorphize raves and light shows. Also, I think like a rave and a light show and stuff like that, it's more about the dancing and stuff and the drugs and the fun times there rather than the actual concert itself. Went to BlizzCon the year Overwatch launched before the shitstorm. It's like going clubbing. Yeah, exactly. So I think that like fundamentally it's like a little bit different. Although I know that people like to go to raves, like the performer, the DJ is actually an important part of the rave. So maybe there is a concert like element to it that people do care about. So to that end, yes, I still think Hololive concerts and Vocaloid concerts and hologram concerts should be legit. Anyways. You're not going to the club to listen to the music unless it's a jazz club. Those are cool. Yeah, you're not really going to the club to listen to the music. You are absolutely right about that. But like I said, I think certain there is a level of expecting the DJs to be good and stuff, or like knowing what DJ is playing and stuff like that. I've never been to a rave. I know people who rave often, and they sometimes mention that they sometimes get excited about the performers, and sometimes they just say this rave is in town and we're gonna go. So yes, I think it is a mix of both, where yeah, you don't really go for the music as much as like a concert. What is a metal concert like? Like a Slipknot concert, or like a System of a Down. I don't even think they're a band anymore. System of a Down. What's another hard metal, heavy metal like band? I don't listen to metal that much. Those are the only two I kind of know of. I like Chop Suey, that's why. What are those concerts like? I heard about this thing in like metal concerts that's like the death ring or something, like where people like run in a circle and make a ring of death that people like can't get through because they'll just get trampled, or like a river. Is it a ring or a river? I don't know, but where they just run back and forth and like, yeah, it like parts the crowd. What the fuck, man? Why? That seems kind of funny, but like also, what the fuck, why? Death charge where they charge into each other? Oh my gosh. Ugh. Absolutely no clue. Concerts are already really loud, you know. I couldn't imagine how loud a metal concert would be. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm already getting tired. Oh, my endurance is not as good as it used to be. I've restarted my pit crew addiction. I've gone to a few track meets this year. Get the cars out and race around. Wear earplugs to save your ears, kiddos. It's just the only performance I've been are either classical music performances, operas, musicals, or that one jazz club. I don't like I mostly listen to like J-pop and stuff like that. I hate Japanese concerts. I think they're so boring, I guess. You know what are they called? God, why the pen lights. The stupid pen light shit where like everyone does the same motion. Like I don't want to do the same motion. I don't want to just like do the ha 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 like the two hits and then the big hit or the raise or the whatever. The freaking set pattern of pen light movements. I don't want to do that. I want to fucking dance to the music, okay? And yeah, I don't know. I hate that. I think it's so stiff. People enjoy it, sure, but I think it's so stiff and like I just want to vibe, you know? I want to dance. But I feel like I stick out when I do that. Anyways. I'm a boring person who doesn't like crowds. It's okay. That doesn't make you boring. Different taste, you know? Different tastes. I haven't been to a metal concert since the incident with that sus group hovered around mine. They post tutorials of those online usually. And K-pop groups have chants. Yeah, gosh, I don't know. I don't like this weird like mob mentality type of thing. I What it really means is that you need to get into a dance pop group. I cannot dance. Man, dancing is like one of the things I understand the least. I have anxiety going to clubs because I don't know how to dance. Car meets are fun. If you are a motorhead like me, my BRZ likes to drift. So messy behind the wheel. Car meets. I've never been to a car meet, nor do I really know how those are executed. I've been to an auto show once. That's as much of a car thing that I've been to. It's meant to build fandom strength and bonding, but it just makes new fans feel weird. It's does it build fandom strength? It makes it almost feels like some weird type of worship. You know, when everyone's doing the same thing. I'm not about that. I'm not trying to hold that the performer at some like higher level of existence than me. I just appreciate their craft, you know? I don't want to feel subhuman alongside them. I just want to enjoy the things that they produce and gush about it, you know? And express that enjoyment in my own way. So yeah. Lowrider Car Meets is where it's at in my area. Lowrider Car Meets. Mostly I just one of those people who wants to enjoy things on my own. Got off work 3 hours early tonight. Sweet. Hopefully you don't lose pay for that. Is there any other topics I want to talk about? I feel like there was. I feel like there's one like this like wedged in the back of my brain that I dropped it behind the fridge or like behind the this random crevice in my brain and I forgot about it and now I don't know what that topic is. I mean, I guess it's nothing. Whatever. It's usually it's the usual issue, no parts. Oh, I see. So actually, random question. Do you buy music? I do not buy music. I mostly listen to music. Okay, this is kind of lame. I mostly listen to music off of YouTube. I make YouTube playlists of music that I like, and then I play that on my phone or on my computer. I don't really listen to music while I'm on my computer. I'm usually like watching a video on the side or something like that. I usually like I'm not a big music person. I'm more of a podcast and video person. Yeah. So I have noise in the background, but it's not typically music. But yes, I don't buy music. I stream music off of YouTube. So if the song is not on YouTube, that's unfortunate. Usually it is. Usually you can find any song on YouTube. Whatever. I don't use Spotify because it's harder to find stuff on there. And the thing is, like, music that I listen to, like, I listen to a lot of, like, again, I listen to, like, Japanese songs and Vocaloid songs and covers of songs, you know? Or, like, fan-made songs, like weird fan project songs or whatever, or remixes. All those things, which are not really on Spotify. I don't really listen to just normal songs. Not always, at least. So it's easier to find that weird stuff on YouTube because YouTube's not limited to licensed music or whatever Spotify does and whatnot. Spotify never has stuff. I have a legacy YouTube premium account. What? That's a thing? Dang. 8 USD a month. That's still like, you know, what would I do with a YouTube premium account? It'd be nice to have, like, be able to play stuff off my phone with the screen off or like without ads. But like, I mostly use YouTube on my computer and I don't really use any premium features. No, like I have an ad blocker. Works fine. Yeah, I use YouTube all the time. Oh, that was the other topic. YouTube. Okay, what's my recommendation gripe of the day? You know, every day, or not every day. Like I just keep getting recommended different shit. Remember I was like complaining about the Professor Lando shit? I'm still getting those, not as much. It's dying down a little bit. I guess it passed. Then I started getting those cow hoof pus popping shit. What is it now? Now I think it's back to normal, like normal recommendations that I expect, you know, based on the stuff that I actually watch. I don't think I've gotten anything super egregious. I think recently there was one thing. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, the yawns are coming in. Ah, jeez, I'm sorry about that. I think there was one thing that's been popping up a lot recently, but I don't remember it. Clearly it wasn't like, it wasn't important enough for me to remember it. So but yes, I just opened up YouTube. I've just refreshed it a couple times. Not seeing anything too crazy. But yeah, I think I get irrationally I think I'm honestly being a little bit irrationally upset over the YouTube recommendation algorithms. Like, whatever. Like, it's not a big deal. It really isn't a big deal. I don't know why I'm upset about this. I just am. Whatever. Just like inject more freaking HoloLive clip recommendations into my feed constantly. That's all I want. That's all I really watch anyways. Anytime I have like 2 minutes, just throw one of those videos up. Feel good for a little bit. Return to life and sad existence of life. Anyways. I had it back when it was called YouTube Red. Yeah, I remember YouTube Red. Jesus. Okay, so about 7 years now. So prices stayed low. And buy physical CDs and rip it into my computer, but also different sources. CDs. Do I even have a CD reader on my computer? Hold on. Let me take a look real quick. I don't think I have a CD reader on my computer. I couldn't even do that. Yar. I have not pirated anything in a long time. I don't know. It's just like recently I've been caring a little too much about my computer health, or not too much, but I've been caring a lot about my computer health and trying not to do stuff like that. Get lots of YouTube drama about people I don't know or care about. Like, bruh, I just did a J-pop, K-pop binge with Reddit videos sprinkled in. Luckily, I don't get any of that. I actually don't get any YouTube drama shit. I also don't care. Anyways, the YouTube recommendations were much better or diverse in the past. That's what I miss about it. You just ignore the front page. I like the front page. Okay, people complain about this shit all the time that like, it's like, oh, why doesn't YouTube just default to your subscription page? Why did they have the homepage? I actually like the homepage. That's where I find a lot of like videos that I watch more stuff off the homepage than my subscription stuff. Because the subscription stuff is predictable. Like, I know what's gonna be on there. So if I know, like, there's something I want to watch on there, it'll be there and I'll find it, you know? I don't ever really go on the subscription page too often and be very, like, surprised, you know? Like, oh shoot. Like, obviously people like uploading a video that I didn't expect. Yeah, that's a surprise. That's a pleasant surprise. But that doesn't happen as much as like I'm on the homepage and like I see a video that's like, oh, this looks kind of interesting. I wasn't really doing anything. Let me just throw this video open. Obviously, I have a lot of gripes about, you know, all the stuff that I was complaining about earlier, but still, I think the homepage is fine. I really don't mind it. I know a lot of people were like, yeah, subscription page, we use the subscription, like, we should know what we like to watch more. That's what a subscription is. Right? Yeah, fair, sure. But I like the exploration. And people, okay, let me hydrate first so I don't forget these redeems. Let me do a posture check. My posture's been okay, luckily, for this stream. I can't get behind like the whole TikTok, YouTube Shorts, like, way of consuming media, where you get a random short video and you just like, next. I cannot do that. How do people do that? How is that not the biggest waste of time ever? How does that not drive a freaking like a toxic worm into your ear that slowly eats your brain and melts it? What the that's like the craziest thing to me. Like, how on earth is like tapping through random videos going to stimulate your mind properly? How is it gonna give you things that you're gonna want to watch? Oh my gosh, that idea to me is like the most insane thing ever, yet that is the model that people strive after now. That is the de facto, like, media consumption model now. It's wild to me. Were you a fan of Vine when it was still alive? No, I wasn't. Same thing. It was just like, what the hell? I actually, no, that's the long and short of it. I wasn't. I like Pro ZD. He did Vines. He does skits now, but I don't know. It's blows my mind. I don't understand it. Honestly. Do you not want control over the things you, like, do people not want control over the things that they watch and, like, consume? That seems crazy to me. How are you gonna, how can you just give up that freedom? That's wild. My God. This is why people are sheep, man. This is what I was complaining about earlier. Oh. My heart. My life. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Now, I never look at the trending tab on YouTube. No, I don't either. I sometimes do, but it's nothing. It's just to see, like, it, kind of just to see like how bad it is. Not really, to look for anything. Just be like, oh, look at how bad it is again, just to make fun of it. There is no trending tab, I think, right now anymore, right? They changed it to the Discover tab or something like that. I don't know. Found some new great channels that way, but when I get dumb recommendations, I really don't care about. I typically don't find great stuff off of that. The great stuff usually comes from recommendations, like, oh, like some other channel that I do watch shouts out another channel, or like a friend like recommends. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Anyways, Vine and TikTok are the same thing in my opinion. I hate both. Actually, rarely use YouTube even. And we triggered CC. No, you guys didn't trigger me. I triggered myself. I wouldn't even go as far as to say that. It's just the idea of like how society thinks. It's scary. I feel so, this is why I always feel so ostracized by society, and why I never want to give my opinions about things. Because to me, I think everyone's fucking crazy. I just don't understand. And that's the norm. I'm clearly the weird one, but I don't understand how that's possible. It's weird. Anyways. I prefer playing local music files. Yeah. All of my BGMs are local music files, right? Obviously. Did I pay for these? Yes. But not like, I didn't buy the songs. I bought the license to use them. Not the license, the subscription to use them. They are from Epidemic Music. I have a membership for that. Which sucks because they keep charging me foreign. They're a company in Stockholm, and they keep charging me foreign transaction fees. So I have to pay like an extra, like X amount of cents, like, or I don't know. I have to pay an extra like little bit every time I pay my membership. You're not alone in that kind of thinking. Maybe this isn't a topic for stream. Nah, but yeah. I realize I'm not alone in that type of thinking for sure. But still, like, yeah, that it just scares me so much. That's honestly, that is the thing that upsets me the most. You know, when I was going off my rant about ReZero, is same thing, you know. Sword art, you know, all of those things. It's like, I honestly don't care whether something is good or bad, right? Like, I don't care all that much. It's when something is bad and a lot of people like it and tell me that I'm wrong for thinking it's bad, that's when I'm just like, why is the world crazy? Anyways. I assume it went through a US account? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's not worth like tracking down or figuring out what the deal with that is. I could probably switch credit cards like on file that doesn't have foreign transaction fees, but even that is like too much work. I have like one credit card that I use for everything. It's a MasterCard, it's not even a Visa. So when I can't use MasterCard, I have a backup Visa just in case that I don't like using as much. But yeah. Oh man. I'm getting tired. It should be pretty obvious that I'm getting tired by the frequency of my blinking and the frequency of my yawns. Do you want to schedule an 86 watch party for next week? Not next week. You said wait. Did you say you were, okay, hold on. Did you say you were busy because of work or you were off of work next week? Because I think I misinterpreted whatever you said. I'm off work all next week. So you don't have work. So that's the best week to do it. That's what you're saying. Okay. I'll figure something out for you then. Yes, I will figure something out. Not now, but yeah. You'll know about it. You'll hear about it for sure. I won't let you not hear about it. Okay. Yeah, sure. It'll probably be something short though. I don't know. But with that said, you know, I will be ending the stream here. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you all so much for talking with me. I hope you had a good time. Pop in my dashboard, see what's going on. Let's see. Hania's streaming League. Miho, I haven't visited him in a long time, so I guess I'll go pay him a visit. He's doing some cursed shit. I don't know what am I looking at? Whatever. All right. Hope you all have a good rest of your day, night. I'm gonna get ready for bed. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for hanging out. Tomorrow, possibly stream. If so, because I want to play more Metroid Fusion, and so I might stream it tomorrow. If I play more, I'll stream it tomorrow. If I'm busy, no stream. You'll hear about it in the Discord or on Twitter for sure. So look out for that. And it will be around the same time, you know, around 9ish. But yeah, if not, I'll see you next week for some Smash Bros when Sora comes out. And yeah, looking forward to future streams with you all. All right, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Be happy. Be healthy. Be good to each other. And bon voyage. Bye.
Five.